His love is gonna wax cold till two thirds, man. You know, he gonna show that he means you no good.
Yeah. Go look at Proverbs 1 and 20. It says, going back here, 1 Corinthians 1 and 21. For after that, in the wisdom of Yahweh by outside the world by wisdom knew not God, it pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. Alright? Which that's really where you get to the essence of the truth, man. Is that you have to believe. Alright? And faith is the business. Alright? When it tells you wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of thy time, it says the fear of the Lord is his treasure. Why? Because the fear of the Lord is what's going to cleanse you. That's what's going to drive away sin. It's what's going to keep you from sin. It's going to keep you in the fear of the Lord. It's going to keep you rooted in this truth, man. Is that fear, understanding that these missiles, all right, they're going to hit, man. And they're going to hit anybody, all right, that's not in the right spirit, man.
Yeah, that's a trip that you mentioned. Rooted. When something is rooted, it means it can't be moved, man. You know, you got a firm, solid foundation, man. You got to be built upon that rock. You know, you see plants. Sometimes you'll go dig them up, trees and shit, and they'll find a big old stump with roots that are like bounded around rocks, make it like super tough to like uproot. Our rock, okay, our foundation is Yahweh Shai, man. Because you know through Yahweh Shai there's redemption, man. You know through Yahweh Shai there's hope.
Yep.
Yahweh Shai is the word. Okay, and it says man shall not live by bread alone, but after every word. You have to actually believe that, man. You know? Because shit gonna get hairy out here, bro. It gonna be to the point that if you don't have, like, if you're not getting your mind right, getting ready for the shit you're about to see, it gonna move you the fuck out the way when it comes because you weren't preparing yourself for it. The scriptures say to be ready to lose. You know, that those that have business, you know, be as though, or it says those that have merchandise, be ready as if you're gonna make a loss. Like you ain't gonna be able to sell it. You know, the things that you have in this world, the comforts and luxuries and even people around you. You know, out of the flick of Esau's magic wand, these people are gonna go bonkers, man. You know, there's a guy talking about the mark of the beast. I think it was a Jake, and he said they're not going to need to go door to door and knock on your door and make sure you got a microchip. He's saying the people in your own home with you are going to be the ones that turn you in. They're going to say this guy's a lunatic. You know, he wants us to all die. You know, now this ain't going to happen for everybody, but you know, you get what I'm saying? It's going to happen to those that, you know, don't believe and whatnot. You know, and we're all going to go through our own tests, man. And that's why we get ready for these things, because when it comes, you just got to be able to say, like, man, well, fuck. I gotta continue on. Do you want me to get Proverbs, or do you got something else?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Proverbs 1 and 20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets.
Right, and that's where wisdom is, heaven itself be made known. All right, it's out in the streets. It's not in synagogues. It's not in church houses. It's not in palaces. It's not in some grand place, you know, with golden doors and golden stairs. And when you walk up, you know, you have people singing in the background and, you know, holy, holy, holy. That's not where the truth is found, man. The truth is found out in the streets, man. Out here with the homeless. Out here with drug addicts. With dirt and noise and pollution, man. That's where the truth is found, man. All right, with those, you know, that are in garments of sackcloth, man.
Yeah, well, you know, with that also, to me, you know, wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice in the streets, where it's readily accessible to anybody. You don't gotta pay for admission. Okay, it's in the elements. It's not in some university. You don't gotta pay thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. Take a course to get the understanding, man. You don't gotta give some weirdo in a purple suit, okay, your social security number, your bank statements, your IP address. You ain't gotta do that. You know? You just gotta be sincere. Alright? And come out week in and week out. You know? It takes dedication. You know, it's not something you could just buy. Something you could just, you know, feign yourself into, man. It takes dedication, it takes sincerity. You know? We out here in the heat, man. For years. You know? Brothers dealt with different elements wherever they are. Now where the apostles are, yeah, they got some hardcore winters, man. You know, we got the hardcore summers, man. You know, but nevertheless, shows our dedication, man. You know? Oh, yeah, going back. Proverbs 1:20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Man, that's real. How long you gonna love simplicity, man? Alright? You're day in and day out, everyday life, 9 to 5, working for Esau, being a damn slave.
Hamster and a wheel ass.
Yeah, hamster and a wheel ass. You know? Alright? Scrolling TikTok, you know what I mean? Your whole joy in life is to fucking watch movies and, you know, go to the bar and get drunk.
Oh, hell no.
You know, your whole happiness in life is to just scroll TikTok and, you know,
get inebriated.
Yeah. Just nothing but simple shit. Dumb shit, man. Foolishness. Foolishness. How long you gonna love this world, man? Alright, you gonna witness all these different all these different damn injustices going on. Alright? Jake out here losing their damn minds. Alright? And just love it. And just love it, man. Block parties, you know, going out and rioting because your favorite team didn't win.
Or did win.
Or did win.
Or did win. Fucking Knicks fans were out there blowing shit up. Fucking shit up, and they won.
Following multitudes to do evil.
And that was straight evil.
You know? Being riotous, being, you know, all kind of dumb shit, man. Into all kind of wickedness and evil, man. How long is this gonna last for you, man? You gonna stay involved with this until, you know, until that wind blows? Because that's gonna be the reality for a lot of folk, man. For a lot of Jake, man. You're just gonna be into all this bullshit until it's gone, man. Until you're gone with it. Go ahead.
This is 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. And he that doeth the will, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai abideth forever.
Right, and that will is for you to cleanse yourself from this world, man. To arise ye and depart. Alright? To cut off this world, to cut off this folly, this simplicity, madness, of wickedness, man.
Hey, to do the right thing
To do the right thing,
and to
man.
teach others also.
God.
That's the will of the Lord.
Yep.
You know, because it says, he that teaches men shall be great in the kingdom. You know, but it says that pretty much he that man, I gotta find it.
God, yeah.
But go ahead. But yeah, that's the will of the Lord, man. You know, to follow after righteousness and teach others also. You know, because what was Yahweh Shai? Yahweh Shai said, I came to do the will of my Father,
Right.
which is what to teach, you know, his disciples, to bring faith under the world of Israel, those that can receive it, you know, so that they can repent and not be destroyed, man. You know, that was the will of Yahweh, that Yahweh Shai was on the earth to do, so that they could believe on him, and when he died, you know, their sins will be covered, man. 2/3 of our people, they don't believe in Yahweh Shai. 2/3 of our people, they believe that, you know, the Lord can look however the fuck if they want him to look. You know, he could be a fucking Martian. It don't matter. It don't matter. We had some dude on Instagram that came out, or TikTok, one of those. He came out and he said it does matter. Man, bro, it was deep, man. This dude. And you know what? That's how we know we're at the end, man. Because, hey, the scriptures say that the blade sprung up, which is the truth, man. The truth is just springing up. It's like a puzzle book. It's up.
Yeah.
You know, the pages turn. It's in your face.
Popped up, yeah.
You know.
Popped up.
And then you keep turning pages. It's just still there. It's popping up. You know. It's not going back. You know.
The word is going to accomplish, you know, what the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai set it out to do.
He said it shall not return unto him void.
Yeah. You know. So yeah, you're gonna have a lot of Jakes waking up, and you know you're gonna have a lot of people that are gonna fight against it. You know, it's all a part of the story, man. It's all part of the story. Which that's what we're a part of, man. It's a big story. You know, it's a big cinematic event that we're all a part of, man. That the Lord wrote. You know, a play that the Lord wrote, man.
Yeah, it says Matthew 5:16. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. Whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, ye shall in no wise, or Slakia, ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Right. Yeah, man. And what were the scribes and the Pharisees known for, man?
Hypocrisy.
Yeah. They say, you know, they'll have you carry all these burdens and wouldn't lift a finger to carry it with you.
Hey, I was reading back in, I forget where it was, but Caiaphas, when the Pharisees and whatnot, and the wicked Israel came, they were like talking bad about Yahweh Shai. And Caiaphas was like, nah, this is the man that's supposed to, you know, he's supposed to die for Israel to be saved.
Yeah.
And he made it his own, he made it to where he had to find a way for the Romans to grab, you know, Yahweh Shai up. But he knew that Yahweh Shai was him.
Yeah.
But he was like, he was pretty much saying like, I'm a necessary evil in getting Yahweh Shai wrapped up.
That was rough, man.
It's rough, bro. And that's exactly what he was all about. Where he knew, but then he came with Judas and them to snatch him up.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, you got Israelites that know we're telling the truth. You know, like Nate. But this guy inwardly, he's a fucking agent, man. This guy's a detective, remember?
Yeah, yeah.
Getting innocent men locked up, they get out and sue them for millions of dollars. Why they win those cases, nigga? Because it was false, man. Now, we don't know if he's a detective anymore or a police officer anymore. But the nigga up to some COINTELPRO shit, man. Okay, asking his members for their IP addresses. What you need that for?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's like some ultimate wickedness right there, man. Is being a, you know, you lying in wait for your brother's blood, man. You know what I mean? You over here, pretending like you this, like you somebody that's a believer and whatnot, but you actually just laying a trap. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's some severe wickedness right there.
Or all the extortioning. You know.
Making merchandise of the word, all that type of stuff, man. You know? See, that's why it's like, man, you got to be sincere, man, because, hey, you know, Yahweh Shah can have a lot of mercy on you for a lot of things, man, but if you coming against the truth, you coming against the body like that, you plotting on brothers, you know, you that type of wicked man, Lord gonna get you, bro.
For sure.
Lord gonna get you.
And we know it's gonna happen. Because in the scriptures it tell you that there's gonna be men that betray other men to death.
Yeah.
You know, that deliver other men up.
Yeah.
You know? There's guys out there that are, you know, some wily coyotes, man. Some dark dudes.
Ready to just point some fingers, man.
Yeah. Ready.
You know, which it tells you in the scriptures, who are you that judges another man knowing that you do the same thing?
Oh man. But they be doing more shit.
Hey.
You know? Why fucking Gorilla? That dude fucking say all kinds, they were talking all kinds of mad shit. Okay? Talking about you know, use a woman for sex. When you were the nigga using your own woman for some dark type shit, man, for some dark sex. You know?
Yeah, that was Vander sex.
And that's not even appropriate to call the word sex. That was
Yeah,
sodomy.
Yeah. That's vicious, man.
You know? But here it is. Oh, the apostles taught us to use a woman for sex. No, nigga, you was using that woman for sex, dog.
But yeah, and that's what makes it even worse is that you gonna do all this. You gonna talk all this shit. You gonna change the doctrine. You gonna call everybody this and that. And, you know, but then you over here got your own fucking crazy ass shit going on, man. That you hadn't repented of.
Right. You know, when you see like we were talking about before, Kim, men that are all about the law. Just for example, IUIC in them. All about keeping the law, the law, the law, the law. You gotta keep the law. They'll be the most wickedest fucking dudes out here, man. Because here it is, they're talking about keeping the law. And I remember it was years ago where they were all heavy into that. And fucking their members were getting caught up on some sick shit. You know, this nigga shoots a tranny.
Yeah, I remember this stuff.
Why you gotta shoot that thing for? What happened? What was really going on, nigga? Because the fucking guy was dealing with it, bro.
Yeah.
That's why. You can't outslick, alright, the Lord, man. This is 1 John 2 and verse 17. And the world passed away and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai abideth forever. Little children, it is the last time. Read that again. Little children, it is the last time. So we're in the end, man. If you can't see it, something wrong with you, man. And as ye have heard, the Antichrist shall come. Even now are there many Antichrists, whereby we know that it is the last time.
All right, even among Israel, man, I can't stress that enough, man. You have people that are just, they don't preach it how it shine like that, man. All right? We just seen a video of some dude. I guess he commented on our page, man. And then we checked out his page.